What's up, peoples? Fly roadside guy checking in. For the one, you know how we do. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Finally got the truck out of rush, yo. For real. Finally got it out of rush. They some damn jokers. They don't rush a thing, for real. They don't rush a thing. You know what I mean? They don't rush a thing. So, I got so many complaints with rush trucks. I mean, like, as much money as I spend in rush, like, I can really show y'all receipts, invoices, balances paid for in full type shit, you know what I mean? So, Rush had my truck for 2 months. Next week it'd have been 2 months since December, you know what I mean? So, I brought it up there, I said, yo, I'm having trouble with my truck starting, it's taking a long time to start. Mind you, they just had my truck in August and I got a PM done and I asked them for the same thing. Hey man, my truck is kind of, you know what I mean, dragging when it starts. Y'all doing the PM, preventive maintenance. I'm telling them to look over everything, check the air filter, you know what I mean, check the batteries, maybe I need another battery, whoopie-whoop. So they like, nah, your battery's straight. You know, they tried to sell me an air filter, but I ain't even need one really. So, $500 later, and they had my truck for like 5 hours, right? All they did was an oil change. No real preventive maintenance, although they checked off on the inspection sheet that they greased my truck, they checked that they looked at this and looked at that. And you would think, well, if that's the case, I should be in good shape heading into the winter, right? Nah. These jokers didn't even grease my truck. Had my shit sitting there for like I said, I was there for at least 5 hours. So the whole time they running around trying to sell me an air filter for like $250, these jokers didn't even have the competence to fucking grease the truck. Although it comes with the PM, you know what I mean? That's part of the PM service, you know what I mean? Grease the trucks. You would think that the oil change, all the filters, and a greasing chassis with the truck would be included in preventive maintenance, you know what I mean? So needless to say, once I got the truck back, looked it over, realized it didn't grease shit. So she goes to tell me, oh, well, you can bring it on back up here and I can get somebody to grease it for you. I ain't finna drive all the way back up there to motherfucker how y'all grease my truck right now. My shit set up there for like fucking 5 hours. Oh, so she like, well, when you come back, then you know we'll give you we'll give you a discount on your labor. We'll give you 50% off and shit. So I'm like, well, yo, put that shit in the goddamn notes, yo, because I don't want to have no problems when I come back up there. Obviously, I get back up there, shit ain't in the notes, she don't even work there no more. So needless to say, I need a damn turbo. So around December, I'm expecting doing my PM. I noticed I had a little oil on the bottom of my turbo. So I called the dealer, spoke to parts. I wanted to inquire how much the turbo was going to cost me. So the dude told me like $4,000. So I'm like, oh, that's still a lot, but you know, whatever. So I knew ahead of time the turbo was going to cost me $4,000 before I even brought my truck into Rush for them to do an actual diagnostics. So I brought it in to do the diagnostics. And part of my initial write-up was, hey, check for long starts because my truck having a problem starting. Shit like dragging out. I lost a little bit of coolant or my heat went out. And then I said, you know, check the turbo, you know what I mean? Because I just replaced my damn turbo last year. Which has been the third turbo, mind you. So I'm thinking my shit might be under warranty. So granted, he told me I had to bring it up there first before they could determine if it was under warranty, or we gonna see if Navistar give you a type of credit or see what they can do. So basically, they was at my motherfucking mercy because when I brought my shit up there, They did the diagnostics. Didn't tell me why my shit couldn't start, mind you. Dropped the ball on that. You know what I mean? So they like, oh yeah, you need a turbo. So it took them about, this is around the Christmas holiday now, because we're getting into the later part of December, for them to tell me that Navistar, or the Navistar rep, was willing to give me like $1,300 off, which I didn't even find out it was a Navistar rep until after me doing some on my own personal investigation, me having to call Navistar, the warranty company, giving them my VIN number for them to tell me they don't see shit in the system for no warranty. So when I called back to Rush and told them the service man saying they don't even got no record of y'all even attempt a warranty. So now my radar up like, yo, y'all trying to flabbergast me. So that's when she was like, oh well, we spoke to a Navistar rep and then she could just, decide to give you that credit off. Well, how the hell was that credit given off? And how did y'all make that determining factor? Like, what was the percentage given? Like, who made the determination? And the reason why I say that is because initially she told me, oh yeah, I looked at the email and they're going to give you 50% off the turbo. So mind you, I'm thinking, all right, cool. I know the turbo like 4,000, so they're going to give me 50% off. That's going to knock it down to 2,000. But here's the kicker. She tried to tell me, yeah, the turbo's $6,000. I'm like, $6,000? Mind you, I had already called and got the price prior to, so I'm like, nah. Somebody told me it was $4,000 ahead of time, whoop-de-whoop. Well, who told you that? Da-da-da-da-da. And I can't control what parts tells you because, service is different. And, parts can give you a whole different price and, we can't control what they tell you. I'm like, well, I ain't telling you to control it, but that's the price they gave me, so why would I pay $6,000 if I can just call and get the part for $4,000? And if you can tell me I get 50% off, then that's what I'm looking at. So then she tried to backtrack and was like, well, I was actually pulling up a whole different email for a whole different customer, and I went in there and it was like, I just went in there and searched warranty. And I just read off the first thing it said. Oh, so you incompetent. You just go to your email, search warranty, and just tell the customer whatever. Don't verify nothing. Don't verify, am I speaking to the customer? Is this the email in regards to the issue that we're speaking of? No. Just run your mouth and say whatever. Yeah, they're gonna give you 50% off. So the 50% off turned to only $1,300 off of a $6,000 part, even though I got the price down to $4,000 according to the parts representative at the same dealership, mind you. So needless to say, I said, all right, go ahead and do the work, right? So they called me back after I said do the work like a week later and was like, oh, the part is on back order. So, the part's on back order, so, we'll give you a call when we find out when the part's coming in. So I'm like, on back order? Mind you, bro. You know what I mean? Mind you, I called them and the dude told me they got it in Ohio at 3 different locations. Dayton, Cincinnati, and I think Cleveland, right? This is before I even dropped off my truck. So the parts representative told me they had 3 turbos in Ohio. And all of a sudden, after Christmas or a week and a half later, I tell y'all do the work. You want to tell me the parts on back order. So let's fast forward. I call, so I'm telling them, I'm like, well, yo, you need to call parts and speak to such and such, because I had wrote down the person's name I spoke to. I think it was an Aaron. And, get that shit out of Dayton or Cleveland or Cincinnati where he told me. And I said on top of that, when I called just to verify again how much I could get it for, because they playing games, dude told me, hey man, I'm going to save you some money. I ain't tell him how much the part was or none of that shit. I just said, yo, I need a turbo. Because they told me it was on back order. So I called again. Now this time, it went from 4,000. He was like, man, I get you down at like 33.87 or some shit. I'm like, damn, that's what's up. So now, mind you, I'm thinking, well, damn, I should be able to get the damn turbo for $3,300. They should still be able to take off the damn 1,300 or 1,700 credit, right? That's what I'm feeling like. And yeah, that's a good deal. No, not Rush. Hell nah. This is the lowest I'm going. I'm not taking off nothing else. So I'm like, well, damn, they telling me the price, the part is fucking $3,300. Like, well, here she go again. I can't control what parts tells you. I'm like, man, parts is literally right around the corner. Like, I'm not telling you to control what they tell me, but you can at least go and verify what I'm saying is true. Well, I'm not gonna do that. And that's the lowest I'm gonna go. I'm not taking it down any lower than that. So mind you, not only, like I say, they didn't grease my shit the last time. You telling me I can get a goddamn, like, this nigga can't even park his fucking trailer properly, bro. Like, god damn. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, the motherfuckers don't even know how to park their shit properly. Anyway, you telling me that's the lowest you gonna go. I can't get no fucking discount on the shit. I'm like, well, can I get a customer satisfaction credit? You know what I mean? Like, I'm the one who got the part for you. Otherwise, my truck would have still been sitting up that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Still sitting up that bitch for real. And then after I fucking get the part from Ohio, and they get that shit overnighted or whatever, then she like, oh, if you don't come pick up your truck, we're gonna charge you storage fees from the time it was completed. I'm like, yo. So, not to make this a whole entire rant, but I'm trying to tell you, Rush Truck Center, and I'm telling you, yo. And I should have known to say fuck them a long time ago. Cause mind you, when I first got my truck 4 years ago, I went to Rush on 2 different occasions. And I got my shit towed there. And the tow truck driver told me, he said, man, I towed more trucks out of Rush than I towed in the Rush. Cause they don't know what the fuck they doing. Now mind you, it was a whole different staff, right? At that time, 4 years ago. So I come in there this time thinking, you know, I got a slight rapport, you know what I mean? You know, I done spent over $60,000 with you jokers, you know what I mean? I'm telling y'all, hey, I worked in automotive, you know what I mean? Like, you know, just treat me fairly, do a proper diagnostics, don't feed me no bullshit, don't try to rape me. They don't give a fuck. So they got a whole new staff, you know what I mean? They took some people out, replaced them with some people, and they just don't give a fuck about us. You know what I mean? All I want to tell you is they don't care about us. What do you want me to do? They don't, yo. I'm like, yo, you get it. So here go the girl, customer satisfaction credit, give me a discount on some labor. You telling me you ain't going to discount nothing else. They didn't discount shit. You know what I mean? That shit went from fucking the cost of the shipping. They gave me the shipping cost at cost. That's what they did. Shit was crazy, bro. Shit was crazy. So, you know, I ain't finna keep on going at it and complaining about the shit. But all I'm gonna do is to my fellow drivers out there, truckers out there, if you own an International or a hino, do not, well, I wouldn't recommend getting your truck serviced at Rush. I mean, hell, dude was in there picking up the truck. When I dropped my shit off, he was picking up his shit like, yo, I'm about to go down the street. Like, right down the street. Like, yeah, and they don't care. They don't mind if they lose customers. That's how you know they fucked up. Like, they don't mind losing customers. Like, Mr. Rush, like, yeah, I heard that they named the company after the owner, Mr. Rush. Yo, I don't know if he alive or not, but, you know what I mean? Like I say, man, I was working in automotive, bro. Like, people used to come to my shop, and I had lines. You go to these jokers, that shit be empty, bro. Like, ain't nobody in that motherfucker. At least when I go to Peach State, Freightliner and shit, it be people in lines, you know what I mean? People getting their car service and shit like that. At Rush Truck Center, And I be transporting trucks. Y'all know it. You know what I mean? I'm back on my driveway, like I said, so stay tuned for that. Hey, we going to be dropping off shit at Rush anyway. I don't give a fuck how they feel about What I'm saying is the motherfucking truth. Everybody in there say the same damn thing. Fuck Rush. Back up at Rush, y'all. Yeah, man. I say nobody in line, ever. It's always dry and dead. Yeah, man. So, one time the lady in service, see that last door on the right, she says she don't have no control over parts. So let me show you where parts at. Parts department right there. All it takes is somebody to come around and say, hey, can I verify this part? A price or something. Too much light work to walk around the corner and check on the price.